Joel was, over here, to the right. Joel was ruled out like 15 minutes before the game. Boban fouls out with about 7 minutes left. What do you think the team can gather from
Right,
finish?
start all over again.
Yes. Joel was ruled out shortly before the game.
Right.
Boban fouls out in the fourth quarter. What do you think the team can take away from closing out a game like this? Who did you see step up to get you guys to the finish line?
I mean, I thought that once Joel was we realized wasn't going to play, you know, you feel comfortable if you're confident in your defensive schemes with Biggs being back. So Boban and Greg being back, we were confident in that. So to have Greg available was quite handy. And you always knew that you had Jonah if the game became a little bit smaller or those two legitimate bigs weren't as effective as I thought they would. In the event that Boban fouls out, then you go to like plan C, where you can bring in Mike Scott and kind of go apples for apples, where you just got a bunch of like 6'9" guys, 6'8" guys, doing a lot of switching and trying to cover for JJ where we don't put him on an island with unfavorable matchups. So to your question, like, what do you think the team was thinking? I hope, just what I was thinking, we have answers. You know, I think in that situation, I was comfortable doing the things that I just said.
Right. It looked like Ben kind of did whatever he wanted out there, got to spots that he wanted to get to and then you would want him to get to. How much of that was design? How much of that was just him?
I think a lot was just him. You know, I thought it was one of Ben's just most dominant games. Short of, as a team, we fell into like a 2-minute meltdown at the end of the third period that they went on that run and kind of sat in the zone, and we didn't handle that well. But short of that particular phase of the game, I thought Ben was exceptional. You know, they started trying to foul him. I think at that point he had not missed a free throw, and he did miss the 2 after they intentionally fouled him, but then he made another 2 to follow it up. And so whether you look at, you know, his confidence, his body language, just walking to a line, or the things that you're talking about, Mike, with you know, sort of just organic play, I give Ben a tremendous amount of credit. We needed it all tonight, especially without Joel.
You heard Ben get booed every time he touched the ball. There was the comments made that his half-court game was average, and he's 9 for 11 in the half-court. How much do you think those things fueled him, and how impressed were you with the way he came out?
I mean, it's sort of like I said to the group prior to the game. I think we forget he's 22 years old, and you know, we start talking about the growth and his jump shot and all the stuff everybody talks about. Then you see him come out and make the free throws, and you know, whether he's getting booed or there's something else going on as it relates to, you know, some level of scrutinizing Ben, he's incredibly confident within himself. He has put in a tremendous amount of work, apart from being just pretty darn good, to earn that privilege. And I'm just so happy for him to play like he played tonight, and especially when you zoom into the free throw line, to make free throws in the NBA playoffs and have, what, 31 points? And shoot the percentage that he did. I think he feeds off that, but it's not like he's out beating his chest over it. I think internally he's got tremendous inner confidence.
Brett, to get 86 points from your top 3 guys, you know, without Joel, and you know what they gave you guys tonight at that end.
Tobias was a bell ringer. Ben easily could have been the bell ringer. You know, you start looking at Tobias's rebounds and what he did from the 3-point line, and I think you know, Jimmy, the maturity that he had, and JJ just coming out. There was a stretch there where, you know, JJ came out and hit a 3, then Tobias came right back. We sort of had the same look, the same type of play with wrinkles out of it. And really, the players talked about this on the bench in one of my timeouts, one of our timeouts, where I came back with a notion, and they said, that's fine, but we think this. I said, let's do both back to back. And I think that, you know, to listen to JJ and Tobias and Jimmy, you know, carry on a conversation on the bench, it was high level, like, you know, pros talking to pros. And I thought that those 3, to your point, you know, we've already discussed Ben, I thought that they were exceptional tonight.
You had a chance to have these guys, you had a chance to have them together very often. You saw what they could do tonight. Does that depth of scoring options separate this team from maybe even the Sixers team of last year? You didn't have these weapons at your disposal, and you were able to get that many points without Embiid even playing.
Yeah. We had different types of scorers last year, and they were reliant on the pass. The team we had last year was very reliant on being freed up. They were reliant on player and ball movement, screening for Irsana, Dario, or Carlton. Like, these guys that we have this year can play by themselves. They really can create by themselves. I still, when we talk about our offense, I still am most excited that I think we're playing most times high-level defense. And I feel like that we're completely biting on a game plan. We're starting to like understand what we're trying to achieve, and I give the guys credit. But I think more than that, anything, Jack, I think the scoring is proportional to our defense.
Brett, you guys were,
Let's go with the microphones, guys. Kyle, in the back.
Thank you, sorry.
nice to have the floor finally. Brett, you guys were able to get Tobias more shots and just more touches in general early tonight. He led the break more than he's been able to recently. Is that something you discussed with him over the last few days, that we have to get you going early, and because you guys obviously paid dividends in the second half?
Yes, and if you go back to your point on how some of those were generated, I think that in Ben Simmons and Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris, we have three elite dribble out guys, people that can rebound the ball and go themselves. And he, did that a lot tonight. Some of his scoring opportunities were just carryover from a defensive rebound, and off he went, and we ran with him. I like that. That is 2019 modern day basketball, when you can have multiple players that have the ability to take off and rebound first, but he's one of them. And it's no secret, when you lose Joel Embiid, you lose, firepower offensively and obviously defensively, but the offense, because I thought if we go big, you got Boban, you got Greg, maybe we can still have that interior presence that Joel gives us, but they're probably not going to produce offensively like Joel does. And so I give Tobias credit. He recognized we needed some place to go to get points, and he did it a lot, I think, in the environment that you're speaking about, in a dribble-out type fashion.
Coach, over here, we spoke, following up on Kyle's question, we spoke about Tobias under pressure before the game. And for him to be able to score the way he does without necessarily needing the ball, being overly aggressive, he didn't miss any of his three-point shots. How much of a luxury is that for you as a head coach, to have a guy who doesn't really need the ball in his hands to be effective, but can be effective with it?
Yeah. I mean, isn't that the holy grail of a team? When you can find personalities and spirits and just a good person that can play, wow, like, what am I missing? Like, that's a perfect teammate. And he has all that. He has all that. And tonight, you don't have Joel. He's coming back to New York. I'm proud of him. He's good people, and he was fantastic tonight.
Coach, these past two games, you really controlled the Nets' three-point shooting. How much of that is just the size that you can bring to those matchups, and how much of it is scheme?
I think it's a combination of both. And, when you can sort of find an area that you hope to zoom in on at the start of a series, and I've been in many playoff series where you don't always get it right, like, and you got to start wiggling out of stuff and reconfiguring, say, pick and roll defense or matchups or whatever. I think that the guys have done a pretty good job of defending the three-point shot. It is one of Brooklyn's feared weapons throughout the league. And, I think to your point, some of it's scheme, and certainly some of it is the length of our players.
Thanks, Brett.
Thank you.